Valid. I'm playing with my usual partner Ethan today. We're playing at the Hart House Bridge Club as usual on Tuesday. I'm going to be the one doing the stream tonight. Me and Ethan have just switched up for tonight. Lately, my computer's been dropping internet every once in a while, and I haven't figured out the solution to that just yet. It's possible that might happen today during the stream, in which case we might have to abort this stream, or Ethan might have to take over. So please let me know if all of a sudden I start lagging. Ethan's going to do the same thing. We'll start the stream anyway, and we'll see how it goes. In any case, we're going to be playing our usual stuff today, usual bag of tricks with precision, relays, lots of artificial bids. We're going to be thinking out the hands today. I'm going to be trying to point out some things during the play, both on defense and on declare play, that I think are important teaching tips to any newer or intermediate players that are watching, or even some advanced players as well. As usual, I love discussion. If anybody's watching the stream, please let me know if you disagree with anything that I'm saying or have any comments. All right, so let's go. Let me just set up my screen here so that you can see everything properly. I'm just going to move this like that. I'm going to move this back a little bit. There we go. Now you should be able to see my cards. I don't think anything's obstructed. So let's go from there. Okay, I've been dealt quite the hand today. Let's see. I've got a 16 count with a pretty solid 5-card heart suit. This is a precision opener if it gets around to me. We're playing two of the stronger pairs at the two of the stronger players at the club, John and Trish. They always have a fun round against us, so we'll see how we do against them. It looks like, based on the clock, that we're going to be playing 3 board rounds, which is great. Hey, thanks for tuning in. You're always right on time, aren't you? Hopefully we have some fun boards today. Hopefully we bid some slams, have some nice relays. Here we go. So you know what, though? I'm actually going to open this 1-no. The reason I'm going to open this 1-no is because in this position we play 15 to 17. And partner assumes that I could have a 5-card major in this sequence, so we'll be able to find this heart fit if partner chooses to explore for that. Opening this 1 heart or 1 club would also be reasonable, but by rebidding 1-no, he'd think I was stronger than I actually was. Okay, so 1-no actually looks like probably the spot that we want to be playing here. John and Trish, I think, play fairly standard stuff. Let's just have a look at their card here. Let's have a look here. North-South Convention card, see what they're playing. So versus, they're playing standard. Okay, so this could be a 4th best spade lead. That's what it looks to be from. I'm going to be taking 5 heart tricks and a spade trick. That's 6. Hopefully I'll be able to take 1 or 2 tricks in the minors. There's no real reason to win this ace, so I'm going to duck. Probably the split around the table is 4-3. So 4-4-3-2. So if I win this, this doesn't really help me very much because the queen and the king are still outstanding. So I'm going to duck one more time. As it turns out, had I won the ace, I would have blocked the suit. However, I didn't expect Trish to have played the jack from queen jack there. Here I'm going to pitch a diamond. And no reason to duck now. So it looks as though John probably has the last outstanding spade, which is the king of spades. Trish made a nice deceptive play there. So what I could do is I could run hearts and exit. However, what I prefer to do is take a spade hook while I'm in dummy rather than cashing those hearts. The opponents know nothing actually about my heart suit. So it's very possible that they may shift to a heart. So there's my 7th trick, so that's great. I'm going to let John win this trick. I can afford to pitch away a club. I can't afford to pitch a diamond. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be probably the rest here. Unless there's a really bad heartbreak, I'm going to take the rest. So after I see 2 people follow to hearts, then I'm going to claim. This ended up working quite well. The opponents actually made a mistake here. They should have exited with a club after winning their spade. Now I'm going to claim because all those hearts are good. Had John exited with a club, making me win my king of clubs, I would have had to give up 2 diamond tricks at the end, and that would have held me to making 1 instead of 2. So this should be a pretty good score, I would think. So far, it's second from top. A couple of other people are in 1 no, and it looks like they're taking either 7 tricks or 6 tricks. I think it should always take 7 tricks. Yeah, so it actually, on a low spade lead, it should actually be, making 7 tricks. All right, I have nothing to say here over 1 diamond, so I'm going to pass. I've got a pretty boring hand, 4-4-3-2 shape, and a 8 count. It's possible that we might want to compete here to the 2 level in a major suit if the opponents try to sneak one by us here. Ideally, at match points, you never want to let the opponents play a 2 level contract in their 8 card fit. So that's something that we want to avoid. But here it looks like the opponents may end up in 1 no. We'll see what John does. I don't know if they play any sort of new minor forcing or check back here. It's very possible John might have 5 hearts. Okay, so I love getting the lead against 1 no trump. So generally, leading the suits that the opponents have bid against no trump contract should not be done. So that really rules out a red card lead here. My options are the ace of clubs or a low spade. Also, another generalization to make against no trump contracts is leading from 4-card suits tend to not have very much upside since the suits tend to be balanced around the table. Nonetheless, I think the spade lead is clear here because the ace of clubs rates to give up a trick. So that's a pretty good dummy here. Let's review the bidding here. So this is a hand that I think should make another call over 1 no, at the very least an invite. So they may end up missing 3 no here. We'll see what Trish ends up having. So that first trick was one with the 7, I believe. Yeah, okay. So unfortunately, it looks like I've given up a trick with my spade lead. They can always play the spades that way, but they may not have done so. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to negatively, or I'm going to discourage my spades here because I want partner to shift to a diamond after he gets in. Partner 6 of clubs is also reverse Smith, or 6 of hearts rather. So he also doesn't like spades as expected. Trish is getting lucky here. The hearts are breaking around the table. So how many is that for Trish? So Trish has 4 spade tricks, 4 heart tricks. She's already up to 8 tricks here. There's no real need to hang on to these spades. I know that Trish has to have the queen of spades. She's going to run those eventually, and I'll have more information to decide what to pitch after she runs her spades now. So probably what's going to happen now is a spade to the queen and a spade back to the king and ace. And at that point, I'll know what to pitch. So partner is encouraging clubs, suggesting that he likely has the king of clubs. So I'm going to want to hold on to this 9 of clubs. And I can part with 1 diamond. I'm going to encourage a diamond here. I know I can afford to pitch 1 diamond. There's the 9th trick for Trish. Is this it? Probably is. There's no need to fly ace here. I know partner has the king and maybe the queen as well of clubs. Partner also very likely has the king of diamonds since Trish didn't play it. So I'm going to play a low diamond to my partner's king of diamonds, and partner is going to cash the king of clubs for making 9 tricks. As it turns out, a club lead may have been the better choice here. But looks like it probably doesn't matter double dummy. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it matters double dummy. It should always be taking 9 tricks. However, my lead of the spades did make it very easy for Trish to play that suit, and she may have played the spade suit wrong had I not let a spade. The good news, though, is that I think everybody on a standard auction, at least at Hart House, is going to lead a spade on this auction. So it looks like we're tied with another pair who also took 9 tricks. Nobody actually got to game here. Oh, wow, fascinating. So Ethan and I almost never have pass outs. And the reason for that is we open all 11 counts and even some good 10 counts. So in order for there to be a pass out, it generally means that the opponents have the balance of power. Looking at this hand, let's see, the opponents probably have a 1-no contract. I have 7 opposite my partner's 11. We don't really have a fit here, so I think this is probably the opponent's hand. What we do in balancing seat is we use the rule of 15. If you poll the expert community, there's a variety of things that people use to determine what to open in 4th seat. I believe the rule of 15 is probably the most commonly used. And the rule of 15 to determine whether you should open in 4th seat is you count up your high card strength and you add up the number of spades in your hand. And if that number is 15 or higher, then you should open. The theory is that if you have lots of spades, you have basically the boss suit and you're more likely to be playing a low-level card score contract. If you look at Ethan's decision in 4th seat, let's count up his points. So he's got 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1 spade. So using the rule of 15, he only has 12 and should pass this. We'll see what other people end up doing. It looks like there's some other passes here. What would I have done with the opponent's hand? Well, as a matter of fact, I would have opened both of the north or south cards here because we open almost all 11 counts. And these 11 counts definitely qualify as an opening in our book, especially John's hand, who has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 controls in his hand. I certainly would have opened John's hand and probably Trish's as well. But we'll see where this ends up being. Probably the opponents can take a low-level card score, probably 1-no trump here. Let's see what they have. So they've got a spade trick, they've got a few heart tricks, that's 4, a club, that's 5, and then because the ace of diamonds is sitting in a good spot, they've got 7 tricks in 1-no. Let's go back and see how this round went. We've got 7 minutes left. Let's see how board 1 went. We expected this would be close to a top, and let's see if it is. Really? There's been only 4 people play it? Okay, here we go. So now a bunch of scores have come in. It looks like it is not top, but it is well above average. There are some people that are actually in 2 hearts, and those people are taking 110 in hearts. Let's see double dummy what it should take here. It looks like 2 hearts should always take 8 tricks, and 1-no it looks like should always take 7 tricks. So 2 hearts, as it turns out, is the better contract. However, as it turns out, the opponents did not defend correctly here because John didn't exit a club at the end and exited a diamond. So that was my extra trick. One person actually took 10 tricks in hearts. How did they manage that? Alnor did. Let's have a look at the defense to let 2 hearts take 10 tricks. Okay, so against 2 hearts, a club was led. So that's a blown trick right there. Now what happens? So trumps are drawn. A low diamond is played from board, okay? Then what happens? A club is played. That all looks fine so far. Club is played. Okay. A diamond is played. Oh, I see. And then they were able to pitch their last spade loser on the diamond. Interesting. Okay. That's unfortunate for Elad and Eric that they let 10 tricks make there. That'll be a very good score for Alnor and Neil. Let's look at board 2. I don't think too much exciting is there on this hand. Maybe the only other exciting thing to talk about here is the decision on whether to open this West hand 1-no trump or 1 heart. Playing a standard sequence, I think opening this 1-no is fairly clear if you play Puppet Stamen. If you don't open this 1-no, then what's going to happen is you're going to open a heart, your partner's going to respond to spade, and you're going to have difficulties with your rebid. If you rebid 1-no, your partner's going to think you're much stronger than you are. By most standard agreements, a rebid of 1-no there would be 11 to 14 or so, and you're much stronger than that. So you can't rebid 1-no. If you rebid 2-no, that's a little bit of an overbid with this hand, which normally shows an 18 to 19 type hand. This hand is pretty close to that, but I don't think it's quite there. I think on balance, if you play Puppet Stamen, this is fine for a 1-no opener. If you don't play Puppet Stamen, then of course you have to open this 1 heart, and then you do your best to rebid on your next bid. Probably I would rebid 2-no, which would be the least lie there. In our system, really the decision there is to open this a strong club, which would be a 16 plus point hand, or opening this 1-no. And because in 4th seat we play a 15 to 17 no trump, that could include a 5-card major, it was fairly clear to open this 1-no. Okay, let's look at board 2. What happened here? So this one, the opponents took the right amount of tricks. So this was kind of the normal thing, normal result. I don't think many people are going to get to 3-no there, but let's have a look. So it looks like it's middling, a little bit above average for us because there were a few people that got to game on these cards. Most people, though, are not in game, and most people in no trump are taking 9 tricks. So whether you get to 3-no or you stay in 2-no or 1-no, you're going to end up taking 9 tricks here. But let's analyze the auction here, just for people that are watching that play a standard system. So let's look at the South cards first. So if you look at the South cards here, I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. So you've got a 13-point hand, and you've got 5 diamonds. 1 diamond is clear. Looking at the North hand, you're 4-4 in the majors. You bid them up the line. 1 heart is the clear response. Over 1-no there, you have an 11 high card point hand. So this is a hand that, with 11, is definitely worth an invite. There's no reason to downgrade this into a pass. One of the reasons you might want to downgrade an 11 count into a pass is if this 3 of diamonds was instead a stiff king. That might cause me to downgrade and pass 1-no, but because you've got high card points in your long suits, it's reasonable to treat this as a true 11 and invite with 2-no. Over 2-no, though, South should pass. Most people who play standard are going to consider this a minimum opener, or at least not a maximum opener. So they would pass 2-no. So I think the normal spot here is 2-no trump. However, some people did get to 3-no, so let's see how they got there. All right, so on this auction, the auction went as I suggested. However, the South hand did decide to raise to 3-no over 2-no with the 13 count. Over here on board 2, let's see, same thing. So they had an invitational sequence, which is normal. The unusual thing is the accept to 3-no, which I think is a little bit strange.
Hey, Daddy, I have a special dog here.
Oh, so look, this is a appearance from my toddler, Bryn, and she's got a special dog to show you. Look, you get a bonus feature tonight. What's the dog's name, Bryn?
Ty.
Ty. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's look at board 2, or this hand here. So this was a bit of a strange sequence. North decided to open this hand 1 heart with the 4-card suit, and after that, they rightly raised hearts and then bid to 4 hearts. A little bit of a strange sequence, but that's what happened. So that ends up being a bit of an average plus for us. Let's look at board 3. Did anybody bid here? Some people did. So it looks like we did well to get a pass out here on this sequence because most people are bidding with, it looks like R cards and going down, interestingly. Very strange. So I guess these people opened in pass out seat. So that's a pretty decent round for us, a 70%. Normally we like to be tracking around 70% as much as we can. That usually means we're not making too many mistakes, and that's what we try to do as we play. Okay, so we're playing against the directors, Mike and Kevin. I should note that Ethan and I are on a 3-game losing streak. Our last 3 games, we've been around 55% and have been 3rd place all 3 times. So we're not very happy with that. We want to be back in the winning column. Prior to that, we had quite a long winning streak, so we're going to try to do our best there. The question for me is here, do I want to let one no play? And I don't think so. I'm going to double. Okay, fair enough. So they've gotten to one heart. So now I'm happy I didn't double the first round. Had I doubled one spade initially, now declarer, being Kevin, would know where all the minor suit cards is. Because I stayed silent, Kevin won't know where those cards are. But I definitely did think about doubling over one spade. I would have doubled back in had one no been passed around to me to try to find our 8-card minor fit. So here in a suit contract, on ace leads, we play regular attitude. I don't particularly want a shift here. Partner rates to have the king of diamonds. And I see that there's a long spade suit and dummy, and Kevin could very well have a stiff spade and be able to pitch one of his diamonds. So I'd rather that partner continued with diamonds and then shifted to clubs. So I'm going to encourage. Now if partner cashes the king of diamonds, okay, so it looks like partner did not have the king of diamonds. So that's too bad. Here I'm going to give my standard remainder count. Partner had a doubleton diamond, it looks like. So looking at the auction here, so it looks as though if partner started with a doubleton diamond, that means that Kevin started with 5 diamonds and probably 5 hearts. Really interesting. So he's 5-5 in the red suits if my read of that lead is correct. It is possible partner could have led the ace from ace jack 10, but that would be very unusual. So I definitely have to keep a hold of my diamonds here. I can afford to pitch one club, and I'm going to encourage clubs. So that's probably the end of running the trumps. Kevin should have the 10 of diamonds left and two small ones. So I have to watch out for pitches on those. I don't know his count yet in the black suits, but I'm going to find out pretty soon. Okay, so partner started with a void in spades. That's interesting. So does that mean that Kevin is 5-5 in the reds and has 3 spades and 0 clubs? I guess that's possible. Okay, so I can pitch one spade here. Or can I? So if Kevin ducks a spade, I might be in trouble. So if Kevin ducks a spade, then he preserves the communication to those spades. So I can't actually pitch a spade away. I have to pitch a club. Kevin has jack small left of spades, and I can't afford to let him just duck a spade and maintain the communications here. So now by playing the queen, his spades are actually blocked. He can't overtake his jack of spades. So this is what I wanted to see happen. Now Kevin's spades are not going to be able to be enjoyed, and I can exit the king of clubs. There's no reason to exit a diamond because I'm playing Kevin for long diamonds. But Kevin actually did have the ace of clubs. He almost certainly can't have another club, though. Now he's going to have to decide to overtake that or not. If he overtakes it, I've got the 10. And that was the reason why I decided not to pitch a spade away. So I should be getting... Okay, so Ethan did have a 3rd diamond and a 4th diamond. Interesting. So now I can overtake this and play a diamond. I see. So partner played the ace of diamonds from ace jack 10 7 there. Interesting. Seems like a reasonable result here. I don't think he can ever make this. No, he can't. Although he can hold it to down 1 on the ace of diamonds lead. Personally, with Ethan's cards there, I probably would have chosen either a trump or a club. but the ace of diamonds can sometimes be right. So double here is a 5-card minor, 4-card major, or 6-card minor, or 19 plus any. This is called the Woolsey defense to 1 no. Partner always assumes that I have a 5-card minor and 4-card major and bids accordingly. If he bids 2 clubs here, it's pass or correct to my 5-card minor. If he bids 2 diamonds, it would be pass or correct to the to either diamonds if I have long diamonds, or to my 4-card major. So 2 diamonds says bid your 4-card major. So this means I have 4 spades and a 5-card minor. My 5-card minor is not known. Partner has a raise, so he must be pretty strong to make this raise. I don't think anybody is getting to game on these cards, so I'm going to pass. Most people are not going to have the methods to even get into the auction with my cards, let alone find a spade game here. So there's no reason to push things to 4 spades. Okay, looking at this dummy, the problem here is going to be trumps and hearts. So I have to limit the losers in trumps and hearts to 4. Unfortunately, Kevin's probably got both the ace and the queen of spades. So if advancer can tolerate diamonds but not clubs, then the side cannot land in 2 diamonds. Correct. Yeah, that's correct. All right, so I'm going to be counting points from Kevin. They play a 15 to 17 no trump. I want to encourage them to play diamonds here. So I'm going to make this 5 of diamonds look more encouraging. There's really no reason here for me to start playing clubs right away. So what I'm going to do is play low to the king. I could also consider just ducking a spade. No, I don't think ducking a spade can ever win. If Kevin has ace-queen tight, then ducking a spade is going to be the same tricks. So I should play the king. I can always duck a spade next round. Okay, there we go. That's good news. So now it looks like I'm going to make this. I'm going to take, let's see here. So what I'll do is I'll start running my clubs. I'll get a diamond ruff in hand and a heart ruff on the board. So I'm going to be making an over trick now. We can talk more a little bit after I finish playing this hand about Woolsey. Or certainly if at the end of the round there's some time. We've played a lot of different defenses to 1 no trump over the years, and Woolsey is certainly the one that I've enjoyed playing the most. It's been fairly new though that we've started playing Woolsey. I like how the double for Woolsey is very flexible. You can bid it with a lot of different hand types. The one downside is that you usually can't land in 2 clubs very often. You land in 2 diamonds only when the doubler has specifically 6 diamonds and nothing else. So that'll be a good score. The opponents blew a trick by not cashing their second heart. Although it's hard for Kevin to know that after he is in, because he's got the ace-queen of hearts. So that looks like a top board there. We did well to get into the auction, and Woolsey helped us do that there. So free kill, let me read your comment again. So if advancer can tolerate diamonds but not clubs, then the side cannot land in 2 diamonds. Correct, yeah. So if that's the case, if he can tolerate diamonds but not clubs, he bids 2 diamonds to ask for the better major. He can't actually play in 2 diamonds. Usually if you can tolerate diamonds but not clubs, you're also at least 3-3 in the majors. And then you can tolerate a major suit too. So it's fine. For instance, if you're like 3-3-5-2, you'll bid 2 diamonds and you'll be able to tolerate a 4-3 major suit fit. If you've got 6 diamonds, then you can bid to 3 diamonds yourself. So it's usually not a problem. Feel free, though, if anybody else plays a different defense that they feel really strongly about, I'm open to suggestions. We've played multi-landy in the past. We've played Capoletti in the past. All of those, I feel, we've had better results playing Woolsey with, although we haven't played Woolsey for very long. So let's have a look here. So Kevin's got 5 hearts and game-going values. So opposite that, with Mike having a fit for hearts, what do I lead here? Well, it doesn't look like a club is safe. A trump could easily blow a trick in partner's hand, so it's down to a spade or a diamond. Because I've got this nice diamond sequence, I think a diamond lead is pretty clear, although partner had the option to double 2 diamonds and didn't do that. So maybe I should lead a spade. However, leading a spade from this is not great from the jack, and it's certainly not going to be what the field will do, so I'm going to lead a diamond to stay with the field. Although certainly on this auction, the spade could have been right, given partner didn't make a lead directing double of diamonds. But I think that because everyone's leading a diamond here, let's just stay with the field and outplay them on defense. We play Rusino at trick 1, so I lead the 9, not the 10. Partner's 5 is encouraging. So partner likes diamonds. Partner probably has the king of diamonds, I would think, or the ace of diamonds. Partner's 6 of hearts here is suit preference. I'm going to encourage clubs here to let partner know I have the ace, so he can plan the defense. Partner playing low-high in the trump suit means that he likes a lower-ranking suit, so I'm glad now I didn't lead a spade. Partner likes either clubs or diamonds, and probably diamonds given his card on trick 1. Partner actually played the middle card, so he played the 4, the 9, then the 3, suggesting that his favorite suit is diamonds. So he really wants me to play a diamond back. I actually made an error there. I should have played the 9 of clubs, which would be my standard remainder count. Hopefully that doesn't fool partner. Partner looks like he's got an even number of spades. Probably he has 5 of them. So that means that spades are split 5-3-3-2 around the table. That should be Mike's last spade. I'm not sure why he's roughing spades on the board. Interesting, partner encouraging diamonds there. Maybe he was holding up his king. Okay, fair enough. Him holding up the king actually didn't blow any tricks there. Okay. So this 8 of clubs suggests that partner does not actually like clubs. So I should play small and let Mike play clubs from the board, because Mike probably has the queen small of clubs in hand. Now Mike is going to have to play a club towards his queen, if my read of that 8 of clubs is correct. And it was. So Mike had the queen 10. Had I played the ace there, I would have given up a trick. And that's one of the keys to playing attitude shifts mid-hand, is I knew that partner couldn't have the queen of clubs by playing the 8 of clubs there. And it allowed me to duck that club. Okay, so that's a top board for us. I'm not certain why. Let's see here. Why is everybody else taking more tricks? Let's see, where did Mike blow one here? This is interesting. So far, it looks like Mike's doing okay as we're following along here. So far, so good. So Mike's roughed here. So far, so good. Okay. Okay. So where Mike made the error here was by playing the 7 of clubs on that club shift. Had he played the 10 of clubs, no, if he plays the 10 of clubs, then I can just insert the jack, right? He has to play the queen of clubs. Oh, interesting. So basically, it's like an entry fly position where South actually has to fly queen of clubs to prevent my duck. Let's see if Ethan notices this. Basically, by flying queen of clubs on that club play, it forces me to either win my ace and then become end played, or ducking and then causing a finessable position to occur up to the king. So in case people don't see that, have a look at this fourth last trick. So on this club back from Ethan, the only card that Mike can play that can get out of this mess is by flying queen, which causes an end play on me. Fascinating. That is a very interesting end position, and I'm curious as to why everybody else is taking more tricks. It's probably because most people are just playing the ace with my hand. By playing low, I caused Declare to end play himself. So here I've got 5-5 minors, 5-5 plus minors, and weak. There we go. So we had our first exciting hand of the round on board 6 with a very strange entry fly maneuver that Mike had to pull off that I don't think many people are going to pull off there. But we defended well to force Mike into having to find that maneuver. All right, so it looks like partner's going to try to buy things for 5 clubs here. We don't need 2-0 as the strong balance 20 to 21 because we play precision, so we use this to be a hand just like this one that has kind of weak 2 values, but 5-5 in the minors. It tends to work pretty well. It's a very obstructive bid, and unless people have the agreement to play unusual over unusual, they usually have trouble bidding constructively over it. So we're happy already on the lead because the lead looks like it's blown a trick. Looking at this, we don't seem to have any clear trump losers. We've got one heart loser. In spades, spades might be a little bit tricky because I'm not certain that we can get rid of all these hearts. So let's ignore spades for now. It looks like we've got one other heart loser that we need to deal with somehow. Maybe if Rosie shifts to the ace of spades, that'll help us make this heart disappear. Otherwise, what might have to happen is we might have to rough this heart on the board with the ace of clubs and hope that trumps are 3-2. That'll happen 68% of the time. Then there's also the diamonds to deal with. So partner, I think, is going to have to take a diamond hook here. There's not enough roughs for a partner to just play ace. So partner's going to have to probably play the queen here Partner does play the queen. And that's lucky. Okay. So now partner might try to set up diamonds. And by setting up diamonds and conceding that heart, he might be able to make it if he can set the diamonds up. So hopefully we've got a miracle layout of the diamonds here. Partner knows where the king of diamonds is, so he's watching for that card. He doesn't know where the jack of diamonds is yet. Hopefully diamonds are splitting. Okay. So that king of diamonds suggests that the jack of diamonds is with north. And that's too bad because it means that that last diamond is not going to get roughed. Or it could get over roughed. Can partner get to 11 just from a cross ruff? Let's see here. So he's got 5 in the bag. He can get 2 ruffs on the board. That's 7. And then he'll need 4 ruffs in hand. I don't think he's going to be able to get 4 ruffs in hand. So right now, as he's currently playing it, it looks like this is going to be down 1. Unless somehow he's going to be able to score all of his trumps in hand. But it looks like he's going to end up losing 2 more tricks, 1 to the 10 of clubs and 1 to a low ruff. Looks like it's close but no cigar here. Yeah, no reason really to play the diamond there. Now he's hoping for an end play here. If Steven can actually take this trick, then he's end played. But will Rosie let him take this trick? Come on, Rosie. Discard. Let Steven win this trick. This could be very exciting if Steven is in here and gets end played. Oh no! Okay, so Rosie's over ruffed. And now Rosie, we need to hope that Rosie has the 10 of clubs. Oh, what a great play by Rosie. Rosie with the nice over ruff for the uppercut there. So if I'll show you the position I was talking about here. So basically the position here at the end, let's see if we can get there before I have to bid. I'm going to bid first. We don't play a weak 2 diamonds, so I'm going to pass here. So here, when Ethan exits with the 10 of diamonds, if Rosie just lets her partner ruff this trick and pitches her queen of hearts away, then Steven is end played and has to play away from his 10 small of clubs. But instead, Rosie astutely over-ruffed with the 4 of clubs shifting to the queen of hearts, which then forced Ethan to ruff before the 10 of clubs for down 1. That's too bad, but very nicely done. It looks like it's an average-ish board, maybe a little bit above average for us because other people are doing worse things. Why not? I'm going to overcall here 2 diamonds. Partner knows that I don't have an opening hand. I would open all 11s. Partner also knows that I don't have a weak 3 diamonds. So I've probably got something in between, similar to what I have here for 2 diamonds. Partner's not going to go overboard with an overcall like this. So most people are interestingly in spades Ethan's way, because Ethan does have 7 spades, to be fair. So Ethan's probably just bidding spades and not letting me say a thing. By opening the 2 no trump weak with both minors, we ended up getting to our minor suit, which plays optimally compared to spades. Double dummy, let's see how this should do. Double dummy, it should always be down 1. Rosie defended really well, continuing hearts there. Ethan played the hand, I thought, quite well. So I'm happy now I overcalled diamonds. Now partner knows what to lead. If he doesn't lead a diamond, I'm going to play him for a stiff diamond or a void. Steven now does best to duck. It looks like this 7 is either from a singleton or a doubleton. And I don't have a reliable entry back to my diamonds. And I want Steven to just win his ace here. Okay, that's perfect. So Ethan didn't hold up, so if partner started with a doubleton diamond, this should be going down, hopefully, unless Steven's got 9 top tricks. I'm going to encourage diamonds as much as I can. So we play reverse Smith here, and it's a key time to play it. The 5 says, please continue diamonds, partner. Partner's reading the 5 now, and if he has another diamond, he's going to play it. And he does have another diamond. So let's see if Steven could have gotten out of this pickle. Did Steven have another diamond to duck with? He did. Unfortunately, Steven did not find the hold-up play, so I'm going to run 4 more diamonds. Oh, Steven actually had a 3rd diamond to hold up with. Partner playing the 8, saying he doesn't like clubs. This is already going to be a good score due to the lack of the ace of diamonds hold up. I'm watching the pitches here to determine what to shift to. The 7 of spades is a count card, which looks like he has an odd number of spades. Steven started with 3 diamonds, probably 2 hearts, and very likely 3 spades, probably. Partner's pitching all of his clubs away, probably keeping spades. I think what I'm going to do, given partner's pitches, is exit a spade. The 6 here says to partner that I don't have an honor in spades. Partner should be able to read that. And I need to hold on to both of my clubs because Steven rates to have the ace and the queen of clubs. But didn't actually hook clubs, interestingly. So the jack of spades is still outstanding. Probably it's in partner's hand. This hand is being played very, very strangely. Not sure exactly why this hand was played the way it was. This might even be going to partner's jack too. And it is. So not a good score for the opponents there. Just analyzing the play of the hand here. So one of the biggest weapons in Declarer's arsenal is the hold-up play. If you notice here, I have no side entry to these long diamonds. So if Steven merely holds up 1 round in diamonds, when partner gets in with the ace of hearts, partner won't have a diamond left to get to my diamonds. And because of that, the contract should actually make 11 tricks. So partner's opened a weak no trump. We play an 11 to 13 no trump here. So I've got about invitational values opposite that. It's pretty close actually to a game force. And especially now with this diamond bid here, it makes my hand even better because I know that my king of diamonds is sitting in a good spot. Although I now am a bit worried about a diamond ruff. If partner has 3 diamonds, then there might be a diamond ruff here. I could invite. Yeah, I think I'll invite. So this is Lebensal. With an invite now over partner's 3 club rebid, I'm going to bid 3 spades, which is an invite. I don't think my hand is quite good enough opposite a weak no trump to just game force and bid 4 spades. It's really close though. and I've got great controls. I've got that king of diamonds that's sitting in a good spot. The thing I'm worried about is I know that Rosie has 5 diamonds, and I know partner has at least 2 diamonds. If partner has 3 diamonds, that means there's a diamond ruff right off the bat, and possibly more. So I need to be a little bit careful. Another piece of good news, though, is that if we're missing the Ace of Hearts rates to be with Rosie. Now, all that being said, I'm assuming 2 diamonds is natural because it wasn't alerted. How are we doing for time here? Okay, we've got 5 minutes. This isn't good. Steven's out. Okay, Steven's back. Steven to the rescue. Let's see if we can finish this hand in time. We got 5 minutes. I'm going to invite. Partner is going to determine what to do over that. If I had a game force with spades, I would just blast to 4 spades with this hand. Oh, interesting. The opponents are going nuts here. Maybe they're just kamikazeing. So now this makes my hand a little bit worse because of the heart bid there. There's a good chance that Steven has the Ace of Hearts and the Ace of Hearts is offside. So now I'm going to complete my bidding. So this sequence shows an invitational hand with 5+ spades, and partner can bid as he wishes over that. If I had a sign-off hand with spades, I would have just bid 2 spades. So I know partner has to have at least 2 spades. Partner's 3-0 is an accept of the invite with only 2 spades. This is a hand that's going to play better in a suit contract. I don't like all of the side suit bidding by the opponents for playing in 3-0. I've got 4 minutes to play this. That should be enough. I'm going to have to probably guess some high cards, but given the bidding, I think I should be able to guess them correctly, but we'll see. Partner has a complete minimum here. So that's too bad. There's also going to be a diamond ruff coming. How do I prevent that from happening? Probably by just ducking this club and keeping Steven in. Steven would have led a diamond if he had one. So Steven does not have a diamond. Okay, well that's very helpful. So I can ruff this low. It looks as though Rosie started with Ace-King Doubleton of clubs, which is very strange. And Rosie also rates to have 6 diamonds to the Ace-Queen because Steven didn't lead his singleton. I've got 1 diamond pitch coming. I also have to decide who to play for the Queen of Spades. Steven's got to have something for his bid. He doesn't have anything in diamonds. He's got nothing in clubs. Where are his points? He's got to have the Queen of Spades. Do I hook a spade this way? I think I do. Why would Steven bid 3 hearts with 0 points? The only points he has room for is the Queen of Hearts. He has to have the Queen of Spades. I'm playing Steven for the Queen of Spades. There's no rational way he cannot have the Queen of Spades. Okay, there we go. So Steven has the Queen of Spades. That's 1 hurdle cleared. Now let's look for the spade break. Okay, good. So spades are breaking. Another hurdle cleared. Excellent. I'm not going to play a diamond yet because I know that there's likely roughs coming. So I'm going to draw the last trump. There's no way I'm setting up clubs because clubs were split 5-5 around the table. So I can pitch a club. Now if I play low to the jack of of diamonds, then I might actually be able to set up an end play. I know that Rosie's got all the diamonds, so Rosie's going to win the queen, and Rosie's going to win the ace. So this should be making in the end. Yeah, so it looks like it's making in the end. Would I have made it? Probably would have in the end. In the end, it probably would have been a show-up squeeze on North for the last club and the Queen of Hearts. It's too bad that that we got delayed a bit there with Steven's disconnection, because I would have liked to have played out that squeeze. So this is a weak no trump. 2 hearts is just to play. So let's have a look here. So in this position that I was in, Rosie was going to cash the ace of diamonds. After she cashes the ace of diamonds, she's going to exit probably a diamond. Why didn't we pitch 1 club to Queen of Clubs and Jack of Hearts? So that was what was going to happen at the end, actually. We still had an entry to the Queen of Clubs. So at the end there, let's see. So Rosie's going to exit with the ace of diamonds, play a diamond. We're just going to cross to the ace of hearts and then play Queen of Clubs, pitching a diamond. You're right. So there's no squeeze there. It's those tricks are there all day. However, Rosie had the option to give me an extra trick had she exited a heart instead of the ace of diamonds. Although she probably wouldn't have done that. So let's look here. The opponents have gotten to 3 spades. They probably have missed a game. In fact, they've certainly missed a game because I know what partner has. Now I have to decide, though, what to play on trick 1. This 5 of diamonds is probably a 3rd best lead. I don't think there's any need to play the 9. So that's assuming that you know that the Queen of Hearts is on side, which I didn't at that point. You can make +1 if you play for the Queen of Hearts to be on side. So I'm going to tell partner I don't want a heart. This 2 of hearts is actually suggesting that I like clubs. I don't really have a strong preference. Maybe what I should have done is, instead of pitching the 2 of hearts, I could have pitched the 6 of hearts. Partner knows to fly ace. He knows that I don't have anything here. I'm going to play the 9, which is standard remainder count. Now partner knows I started with 5 hearts instead of 6. Partner playing the 5, then the 4 suggests maybe he started from having a... he probably started from a 4-card suit. I can play small. Although I don't believe it matters here. Now what this does is it forces Josie to decide who has the stiff, who has the Jack of diamonds. I should mention that Josie and Daniel are a pretty good pair. They usually get these things right, but we'll see how they go. The reason I know that they missed game here is partner is limited to 13 high, and I started with 6 points. But partner may have started with a trump stack, which it looks like he did. Okay, so partner had the doubleton diamond rather than lengthened diamonds. The opponents are going to make, it looks like, 10 tricks. Even with the bad spade break, it looks like they're still making 10 tricks. Most people are getting to game there. Only 2 people did not. Probably the reason our opponents didn't get to game there is because of the weak no trump, which made it difficult for them to compete constructively. Double dummy, I think they should always take 10. They can actually take 11 double dummy. So I'm going to hit them with another weak no here. Gotta love hitting the opponents with a weak no 2 hands in a row after they're already frustrated with it from the hand before. With a shape like this, with a 5-card minor, 4-card major, and 2-2 in the other suits, we do open 1 no weak with this. 4 hearts is just to play. And I kind of blinked and haven't looked at the scores, but we're almost halfway through and we're up over 80%, which is a pretty good first half. And looking at board 10 should be pretty good too. Most people in game, so this is going to be probably a 70% there. Here, let's see how we're doing. The lead looks pretty good for us because what this lead means is that we might be able to pitch a club. Ooh, actually, I take that back. This 10 of diamonds is probably a stiff, so they are probably going to be able to find a diamond rough here. Partner should try to play the trumps deceptively so that the ace of hearts does not come out on the first one. What partner's going to do is he's going to pitch that club before he draws a round of trump, which is smart. The opponents are going to have to find their diamond rough if it's coming. If the diamond rough isn't coming, then they're probably out of luck here. They might also be tempted to shift to a club since partner played this way. So that's one hurdle dodged. Partner did not want to see the ace of hearts come out on the first round. He wants to delay the ace of hearts to limit the opponent's roughing potential. Oh, okay, there you go. So now partner got the club shift, which the opponents were tempted to do because of the pitch early on the spades, and now they're not going to find their rough. So this is going to be another very good score. 1, because the opponents missed their club trick, and 2, it's very likely they had a diamond rough coming and never found that. Yeah, so that was a singleton diamond lead, and the opponents did not find their diamond rough. So Ethan ends up taking 2 extra tricks compared to the field, so this will be probably a top or near top. I'm certain there will be other people that are also both missing their diamond rough and not getting their club trick, but it'll be 1 or 2 probably. Anyone play it yet? We are first, it looks like. No one's played it. Should be pretty good, I think. Oh, one person's not even in game. We'll have to analyze that after this. So first of all, do I open this 2 hearts? Oh, this is so tempting to open this 2 hearts. But do I open it 2 hearts when we're already so ahead of the field at 82%? Yes, I think I do. I have to open this 2 hearts. Even though the field isn't going to do this, this hand just is screaming to be open 2 hearts. With a stiff spade here, 5-5 in the reds. I don't want the opponents getting to 4 spades, so I'm going to get in the auction white on red. Right or wrong, I am doing this every day of the week. So far, this is looking pretty good. Now it looks like Daniel's in a pickle. Maybe Daniel has spades and is considering coming in for spades or doubling. Let's see how board 10 went. Wow, long pass, or a long hesitation before a pass. Okay, so let's have a look here. So the opponents did miss a spade fit. Let's look at our tricks. So we've got one spade loser for sure. We've got one diamond loser for sure, and we've got one trump loser for sure. So what we have to do in order to make this contract is we have to limit the diamond losers. The only way to do that is to rough diamond losers. One problem with playing the ace of clubs on the first round is I suspect that I'm going to want to take a club hook, actually. If I actually take a club hook trick 2, I might be able to pitch that spade away, and that actually might be the only way I'm making this contract. Would Josie have led a doubleton queen on this auction? I don't think so. This queen has got to be from queen jack. That would be such a strange lead to lead the queen of clubs from queen doubleton on this auction. So I think on balance what I should do is win the king of clubs, take a club hook, and pitch away this spade, and then cross rough the hand. That's what I'm going to do. I don't think if I just win the king and play on diamonds that I'm going to be able to rough enough diamonds to make this contract. What do they play? They play standard carding, right? Let's have a look at their card. Standard, okay. So confirming what I already suspect, that was a discouraging club on trick 1. So I'm going to hook the clubs. Interesting, the jack of clubs is played. Could that be from queen jack doubleton? It definitely could be. There was a long hesitation that South made. Maybe South started with 5 clubs and 5 spades or something like that. I could still actually pitch that spade away, though. I don't really want to surrender a ruff, though, to a low heart. I'm going to do it, though. It might be a heart from the long hearts, actually, and that might allow me to cross-ruff this hand successfully. Okay, that's not good. It's looking like Daniel is short in diamonds. So Daniel's shown up with 5 clubs. I'm going to have to decide what to ruff with here. I think I have to ruff with 1 low heart. Yeah. Okay. Now there's 1 high outstanding diamond. If the person who's short in diamonds also has the 10 of hearts, I'm in trouble. By playing the king of hearts, can that ever succeed? I don't think so. I have to try roughing a diamond. Okay, so that's some good news. This spade, I don't believe is good. I've seen the jack of spades, I've seen the king of spades, I don't think I've seen the ace of spades. So I have to play a heart. If I play a spade and I ruff, and I play a diamond, it's going to get ruffed with a 10. I have to hope that Josie plays back a heart here. Let's see if Josie plays back a heart. Okay, so Josie's going to take the rest, it looks like. Interesting. So I don't think I can make this. The question is, where is the field going to be? The field definitely is going to consider playing in spades, but how many spades can they make? Looks like they can make 3 or 4 spades. Double dummy. Could I have done any better here? Doesn't look like it. It looks like double dummy. It should always be down 2. I felt as though during the play of the hand it went pretty well. So here I did okay playing low to the ace. Played the 10, pitching a spade. And here, it looks like North made the error, continuing diamonds. Okay, the spade continuation was actually the problem. What North needs to do is to start drawing my trumps to prevent me from cross-ruffing here. So North should play the ace of hearts and continue with hearts to cut down on ruffs. Instead, North helped me by cross-ruffing by continuing spades, which allowed me to take 1 extra trick. I don't think there was any lie of the cards near the end there where I could have made it. Let's see here. Doesn't look like it. So far, so good here. Yeah, always down 1. Interesting. I wonder what line Ethan would have taken there. I think the line was pretty straightforward and kind of played itself. It was more difficult on the defenders than it was for me. We'll see where the field ends up. Most people are not going to open 2 hearts with my hand, but by opening 2 hearts, it kept the opponents out of their spade part score. I think they can make probably 9 tricks in spades, but not 10. But let's see here what double dummy says. Yeah, so double dummy says they can make 9 tricks, but not 10. So 4 hearts was a successful sacrifice against a spade part score, but not against a spade game, which ends up going down. You can see why South was hesitating over 4 hearts. South was trying to decide whether to gamble to bid 4 spades or not. This would have been a wild gamble, red on white. As it turns out, it wouldn't have worked out for them because spades is down 1. Overall, though, I think this round went pretty well. Let's just see if any other results trickled in here. So it looks like this is going to be around average because some people are in part scores, some people are in spades, which ends up down 1. Maybe I should have just passed to open this, mostly not to be anti-field. Usually when you're way ahead like this, above 82% at the halfway point, you don't really want to rock the boat too much, and I did do that by opening this 2 hearts. I'm gonna go grab a beer. Let me know if it's my turn to bid. Okay, it is my turn to bid. Let's have a look here. Do I want to bid? I think I'm going to just call this 2 spades. Thanks, Free Kill, for letting me know it was my turn. I've got my beer. I'm all set to go. It looks like that round dropped us a little bit, mostly because we had 2 average boards and 1 near top. 4 spades, okay. Partner seems to trust me tonight, which is a good sign. Let's see if that trust is deserved or not. So on board 12, it looks like it's right in the middle, or pretty close. We end up at 77% at the halfway point. That's pretty good. It means we've got a bit of a buffer. Okay, so let's see here. What do we have? We've got 1 loser in hearts. We have 1 loser in clubs. we have one loser in diamonds, no matter how the diamonds are breaking. So we have 3 side suit losers, which means that what we have to do here is we have to either set up diamonds before the club loser happens, or we have to hold trumps to 0 losers to make this contract. I played the 8 here to false card to make this 5 of hearts look more encouraging. I also, if they're playing suit preference on trick 1, I want this 5 of hearts to look more like a diamond shift than a club shift. I do not want to see a club here. And if I do see a club, I think I'm going to have to duck. Okay, that's unfortunate. So that means that the play to set up diamonds and pitch my club is not going to work. Which means that I really have to duck this club. There's no other way I'm going to get around this, so I have to duck the club. Oh, that's lucky. Okay, so the king of clubs was with North. So that makes me happy. That means that now I've got no club losers. I've got no heart losers. One of those can always be roughed. What I'm going to do, though, is cash 1 top spade to see if anything interesting shows up. I know that North rates to hold long hearts. So using the remaining cards in his hand, so 5 cards in his hand are known. Actually, 6 cards in his hand are known. He's got 5 hearts that are left, and he's got the king of clubs that is left. So that only leaves 3 empty spaces left in Dano's hand. The reason I'm thinking about this is because I'm trying to decide whether to make an anti-field play of hooking the queen of spades. Does he need the queen of spades for his bid? No, I don't think so. He probably has the ace queen of hearts and he has the king of clubs. So he definitely doesn't need to have the queen of spades. I think on balance, South rates to hold the queen of spades, so I'm going to hook the spades. Just based on empty spaces, there are considerably more empty spaces in the South hand. There we go. Okay. So that's good news. So let's draw that last trump. We can ruff a heart. So South also rates to hold the king of diamonds based on this auction. But maybe South won't actually cover. I don't want South to cover, so I'm just going to play the jack here. There we go. Okay, another extra trick. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to claim that worked out way better than expected. I think the key there is generally most people follow the rule 8 ever, 9 never when deciding whether to hook for the queen. In this case, I had 9, so most people don't hook with 9. But the reason that I did make the hook is for 2 reasons. The first is the law of empty spaces. So many of North's cards were already known by that point. He only had 3 empty spaces left in his hand to hold the queen of spades. North also rates to hold the ace queen of hearts based on the lead, as well as the king of clubs, and can't then hold the queen of spades. So that'll be probably a pretty good score. Three spades here is weak and preemptive. Let's see what other people are doing here. So one other person actually took 12 tricks. How did they do it? Let's see. Obviously, the other extra trick I took was South didn't cover the honor when he had the chance with the king of diamonds. Okay, so the opponents, it looks like, missed a diamond part score. So we're doing okay already, just based on the fact that they're not in 3 diamonds. How are we going to do in 3 spades? Well, we've got 2 clubs to lose. We have a heart to lose and 2 diamonds to lose. So it's not making. But we knew that when we made the 3 spade bid in the first place. The reason 3 spades was bid was to keep them out of a part score. Now let's see if let's see what happens here. So an under ruff, that's interesting. What partner can do now is he can actually pitch one of those diamond losers away on the queen of clubs. So that's an extra trick that partner didn't deserve. Partner now might make this contract, losing only 1 diamond and 1 heart. But if he only loses 1 diamond and 1 heart, that means he needs 2 ruffs and dummy, which is a problem. This actually did not blow a trick by partner playing the queen of clubs. Because what he's done by playing it this way is he's actually now got spaces for 2 ruffs and dummy. Had he drawn North's last trump, he wouldn't have had enough trumps in dummy to ruff both of those, so it would have been the same net tricks. So partner made the gamble that North was out of spades and hoped to actually take those ruffs early before his trumps were drawn. Now he's got 1 trump left for that club. So this should be about the number of tricks you should take in spades. The question is where the field is going to be. Are they going to be in 3 diamonds, or are they going to be letting us play 2 spades? I don't think many people are going to let us play 2 spades, but you never know. Actually, 2 people did let them play 2 spades. How did the auction go there? Very differently. So East passed to open the bidding, which is reasonable. You've only got 10. We opened some 10 counts, and partner's 5-5, so it's reasonable to open. Here the auction was, again, slightly different. The West hand chose 2 spades instead of 3 spades with my hand. One lucky North-South pair did get to diamonds and ends up taking 12 tricks in diamonds? Really? Oh wow, they can take 12 tricks in diamonds. Is this hand good enough for a takeout double? I don't think so. I don't want to mislead partner here by making a takeout double with such a bad hand. If I had an extra queen here, or maybe even an extra jack, I would have made a takeout double here. But partner can always make a takeout double later, and I can always make a takeout double later. By passing initially, I've limited my high card strength. I've also concealed from the opponents what the distribution is on the hand. Usually an auction like this suggests a very long diamond suit and a strong hand. So I'm playing South, if they're playing standard, to have a pretty strong hand, like 18 or more high card points with a 6-card diamond suit. The question now is what to lead. The King-Jack is among the worst holdings to lead from against a no-trump contract. So that's out. I'm not leading a spade here. However, I've now got the decision between leading through strength with a club or a heart. I don't like the thought of leading a club, so I'm going to lead a heart here. Even though it's a 4-card suit, and I don't like leading 4-card suits against no-trump contracts, that's what I'm going to do here because it seems safest. Partner now can always play a spade through declarer. If partner doesn't have the king of hearts here, then okay, so partner is encouraging hearts but doesn't have the king, suggesting that he doesn't really have a suit that he likes better than hearts. So I'll probably keep playing hearts after I get in. The 8 of clubs is reverse Smith, although partner probably doesn't have many options. I'm playing the 5, which is negative reverse Smith, because I want partner not to play a heart when he gets in, but to play a spade. Partner is going to know that because he's going to see my next 2 club spots when the jack of clubs appears from south. I'm going to know to duck that if that happens. Interesting, no club, suggesting that south had the stiff king of clubs. So if south has the stiff king of clubs, so partner's got an even number of diamonds, probably 4 of them, which puts south with 6 diamonds. So south probably has 6 diamonds, 1 club, and maybe 3-3 in the side suits. Yeah, that seems right. Unfortunately now, south has an entry to those clubs. One good news is that when Declare plays a club from dummy, Ethan's going to be able to give me a signal, which is going to help me know what to shift to. If Ethan plays a encouraging spade, I'll know to shift to a spade, hoping that partner started with the ace of spades. I suspect he did not start with the ace of spades, otherwise he wouldn't have encouraged hearts. Not sure what Declare is thinking about here. That's bizarre. So Declare has stranded those clubs now. There's no need for me to hold on to this club. Declare is going to find out about the bad diamond break soon. I'm going to tell partner that I like spades. Unfortunately, I don't know the count yet in the major suits. So I don't know whether I can pitch a spade safely or not. I do know that south rates to have the king of hearts. And partner encouraged hearts. I'm going to have to come up with lots of pitches here, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all my hearts and hold on to the spades. Because now south is going to pitch a bunch more, so I want partner to know I'm giving up on my heart suit. So that partner can give up on his spade suit. Now partner's seen all of my hearts. Partner would have known to keep a heart after I pitched all of my hearts away. So I'm sure that partner's got the hearts left, and then I'll pitch my queen of clubs away. There we go. So one of the key decisions there is when Declare is running a long suit, it's best if you let your partner know immediately what suit you're going to discard. So that's why I anticipated that I was going to need to make some pitches there, knowing that Declare started with 6 diamonds, so I got rid of all my hearts, asking partner to keep his hearts. Would a spade lead have done any better? Probably not. It looks like Declarer has most of the tricks off the top. He's got a spade, 3 hearts, that's 4, 2 clubs, that's 6, and then 6 diamonds. So he should always take 12 tricks. This is in the middle. Some people are actually taking 12, some people's actually in 6 no. Oh, look at that. It was Kevin and Mike, the director. They got all the way up to 6 no trump. Oh, hey, Doug, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. We're having a pretty good game, I would say. Just rocking along at 77%, about 2/3 of the way through the game. We've had some interesting hands so far. I would say that our opponents have not played particularly well, but that being said, we also have played fairly solidly with very minimal mistakes. Board 13. Let's see. So that one, we made the over trick. That we expected would be near top, and it is. So that's going to be about a 95% board. We talked about that one at length. Board 14, this was the hand where I decided to make a preemptive raise, and we went down 1, but partner took an extra trick. This ends up being, again, above average because people are finding their diamond part score. So this is going to be about a 75% board. So that's also good. Let's look at board 15. This one, they went to 3-0 and ended up taking 1 trick short of what double dummy says, I believe. Yeah, so double dummy says they should take 12 tricks. How did Declarer not take that extra trick there? What happened? Let's have a look. So where did he donk a trick? Oh, I see. Basically, Declarer just blocked themselves in hearts and forgot to unblock this King of Hearts, so that at the end there, the King of Hearts had to be overtaken, and then partner won his 9 of Hearts. Declarer should unblock that King of Hearts early. All right, another solid round, still going along at about a 77%. We've got a few rounds left to go, so we're not out of the woods yet. I've got 11, 12, 13, 16. Is this a 1 club opener? It's pretty bad. I really don't like this for a 1 club opener. I'm going to downgrade this and open this a spade. He both stranded the clubs and blocked the hearts. 2 bad things had to happen there for him not to take 12 tricks on that hand. So normally with an unbalanced hand, with 16 we would open 1 club. The reason I downgraded this into a 1 spade opener here is because I've got a stiff queen. I've also got ace, king, queen of diamonds in my short suit, which I don't like. Good news, though, is that partner has made an invitational spade raise, and I have an easy accept of a spade raise. 2 hearts here is specifically invitational with 3+ spades. He cannot have a game-forcing hand, because with a game-forcing hand, he would relay with 2 clubs. 2 clubs over 1 spade is any game-forcing relay hand. So I'm pretty confident that 4 spades here is going to be making. So let's have a look here. In the trump suit, let's just duck and see what happens before we calculate our tricks here. Let's see what South puts up. South puts up the 10. Interesting. Okay. So it looks like I'm going to lose 2 spades. There's really no reason to duck this. What I'm going to lose is I'm going to lose to the queen and the ace of spades. So that's 2. I might lose a heart. That's 3. Doesn't look like I'm going to lose a club or any diamonds. The pitfall on this hand is going to be those 2 remaining hearts there. So if the king of hearts is offside, then I'm going to have to ruff a heart. And the opponents have done well in leading trumps, which might make it difficult for me to ruff that heart if they draw trumps next. In any case, the beginning of this line is going to be pretty clear. I have to take a heart hook. And I'm going to conceal my ace, king, queen of diamonds. If the king of hearts is onside, okay. Interesting. So South may have made a brilliant play. If South had the ace, queen, 10 of spades, by playing the 10 on the first round, that was a very brilliant play because it allows South now to play ace, queen of spades, drawing all of my my spades. Okay, so unfortunate for South, they didn't find the killing defense here, which was to shift to a trump. Now what I want to do is I want to quickly ruff a heart. And then I'll exit with the Jack of Spades after that. By playing low here, the club finesse is definitely an option. It's an option that I don't want to take if I don't have to take it, though. Now we'll exit with my Jack of Spades. Hopefully the spades are breaking, but maybe they're not. Okay, so South started with Ace, Queen, 10, small of spades. I should be okay. Because now I can play the 9. I'll ruff whatever South returns, draw the last trump, and claim. That's too bad. It looks like the club finesse was always onside. So even if the defenders had gotten the defense correct, I still would have been able to make it, which means the field will probably be making it too. Too bad. So I'm going to draw this last trump and then claim. I'll just put North out of their misery. Okay, never mind. North has played. Okay, so making, that should be a pretty good score. Despite the 4-1 trump break, I was able to pull this in because of the Hart ruff. Let me see. Could they have stopped me there? I think they could have. Had South played Ace, Queen of Spades after getting in with the King. Let's see if I'm right about that. Oh, no, it doesn't look like they could have. So even if they exit Ace, Queen, small of Spades, oh yeah, because I can always rely on the club finesse in the end, as you mentioned. So even if they defend correctly and force me not to take that Hart ruff, I'll be forced to just end up taking a club finesse in the end, which will end up making, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see here. So partners made a weak 2 in spades. They're bidding clubs and hearts. Do I want to let them find 4 hearts? Probably not. I could pass. Passing might put North in a tough position, and North may decide to actually pass 3 hearts. Yeah, let's do that. Let's pass. If they bid 4 hearts, I'm going to bid 4 spades as a sacrifice. But maybe North will pass 3 hearts. There's no point in me bidding 3 spades here. By bidding 3 spades, it's basically just going to transfer them into their 4 heart game. I won't lose 2 hearts because that heart can be pitched on a club. Interesting. So they ventured off into 4 diamonds. I don't know how I feel about that. They're in a bit of a pickle here. You might be right about that, Ardak. I'll have to look at the hand double dummy in a moment. But this auction is getting very interesting. So let's look at that after we've got some time. Over 4 hearts. I think I'm going to sack to 4 spades. But over 4, no, I'm going to pass and hope that North-South are not on the same page here. This is one of those competitive decisions here that that I've seen come up quite a few times before, and most people over 3 hearts will just auto bid 3 spades or 4 spades. The problem with doing that, though, is it removes the possibility of the opponents making errors like they've made right here. They're clearly not on the right page. South, I believe, thinks 4-no is natural, whereas maybe North is thinking it's key card. Against expert opponents, I agree. I would totally bid 4 spades right away. But against this crowd, I'd rather let them bid and make a mistake. Okay. I'm going to ask what they intended 4-no to be. It was probably intended to be natural, but I just want to confirm that. Oh, it was Blackwood. Interesting. Blackwood, okay. Bizarre. Well, let's see here. Is there any reason for me to play a spade? Not really. The spades aren't going to go anywhere. I'm going to try to get partner a ruff. Okay, so the 10 is missing. Would partner have played the 9 from 10-9? Yes, he would have. The club lead here has served two purposes. It may have actually cut off the communications to Dummy's club suit if South started with a stiff queen of clubs. So I want to tell partner to play a spade. So I'm going to encourage spades because I want partner leading spades through South. There we go. Okay, so partner now is going to ruff this, hopefully. Unless South had some bizarre bidding. And, oh wow, okay. So South actually started with, is that 8? 8 hearts? Yeah, South started with 8 hearts. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not good. This is not going to end well. As it turns out, though, a spade lead would have given up a trick in the sense that the king was on. Okay, well that's nice. They forgot that the 8 was out. So if I cash both of these aces, they make 5 hearts exactly. That's one of those hands where, based on this auction, it looked like the opponents had no idea what they were doing. We let them bid up to 5 hearts, and of course they end up in the perfect spot. That's too bad. Jumping straight to 4 spades I don't think would have helped us. There's no way that South with 8 hearts is going to let us play 4 spades. But certainly against an expert field, if you're planning on sacking over 4 hearts, you want to bid 4 spades immediately. I'm going to overcall 1 spade here. So let's go back to the squeeze hand. Where was it here? Let's see. So right here, let's see. So if they continue after winning the King of Hearts with the Ace Queen of Spades, let's see what happens here. Basically, you run off your spades. You have to unblock your Ace of Hearts first. You run your diamonds, and then North has to pitch down to stiff King of Clubs or stiff Heart. So yeah, you do squeeze North in the rounded suits. If North pitches down to stiff King of Clubs, then you play your Queen of Clubs and win your Ace Jack of Clubs. If North pitches down to a stiff Heart, then you win your 9. Interesting. Now, what has happened here? All right, so the opponents have gotten to 6 hearts. I've got 2 aces. The problem is that partner has bid 5 spades, and he could be bidding 5 spades with tons of spades, and South may very well have a spade void. So I'm going to pass. If the opponents are off 2 aces and slam, it's already going to be a near top for us. So I'm going to assume that South is void in spades. I'm going to cash the ace of diamonds, which is the ace that's more likely to be cashing. And partner can encourage me to continue diamonds or ask me to shift to a spade. It's very probable that Ethan has 5 spades, so my spades are probably not going to cash. Partner's saying he doesn't like diamonds. Now the question is, do I play partner for having raised to 5 spades with 5 or 4? I don't think partner would ever bid 5 spades with only 4 trumps. I think South must have a spade void here. Partner doesn't have the king of diamonds. He's told me that with the 9 of diamonds. Is there a rush to shift to a club? Doesn't look like there's much of a rush to shift to a club. I'm going to continue a diamond. One agreement that some experts play is against a slam on the lead of a side suit ace, you give count in the suit that matters. So some people would play, from Ethan's perspective, that on that... Oh my goodness. So South actually did have a stiff spade. So partner raised to 5 spades with 4 trump. So as I was saying, some people play that on the lead of a side suit ace, you give count in the suit that matters. So had we been playing that agreement, partner's 9 of diamonds would be count in the spade suit, which would show a odd number of spades. And of course, South picking up the king and the 10 of trumps there. Looking pretty good for South at this stage after we didn't cash our ace of spades. That's too bad. The risk to cashing the ace of spades on trick 2 is if the ace of spades gets roughed and South does not have the king of clubs, it ends up being 2 club pitches. Wow. So South bidding 6 hearts with 1 ace. Partner raising to 5 spades with 4 trump. What a bizarre sequence here. Well, from my perspective, maybe partner's 9 of diamonds should mean play a spade. The reason for that is partner knows that I have 5 spades. Partner knows that I'm afraid to cash my ace of spades. By playing the 9 of diamonds, he's discouraging diamonds, suggesting that I play a side suit. Really, the main side suit that is obvious to play is my ace of spades. So maybe the 9 should be, don't continue diamonds, play a spade. Yeah, it is an interesting 5 spades, and it certainly fooled me. I didn't think that South would bid on to 6 hearts with a stiff little spade here, and missing 2 other aces. Well, they fooled me, but sometimes you get fooled. 5 spades would go down 6. Yeah, it probably would. Let's see. So 5 spades is down, 2 hearts, 2 spades. Wow, what a very bad sequence there. In any case, though, I think overall that's my fault there for not playing the ace of spades. Even though 5 spades is a very strange sacrifice, I think I should shift to the ace of spades after I see the 9 of diamonds, which is discouraging. So that's my fault. All right, but let's keep going. Let's hit these guys with a weak no trump. That's always fun. Let's forget about that awful 6 heart contract and keep going. It did, yeah. So the 5 spade bid certainly tricked the opponents into bidding a bad slam. Although that being said, South does not have a 6 heart bid whatsoever over 5 spades, missing 3 aces and having a stiff in the opponent's suit. It's a bizarre 6 heart bid. 5 spades fooled me, 6 hearts fooled me. Just getting fooled left and right today. Hopefully there's enough time yet that we can move up a little bit. Here, we're probably already getting to a bad spot on this contract because we rate to have missed a 4-4 major suit fit. And that happens sometimes when you play a weak no trump. So I'm hoping here that the opponents compete. What is the double here? Let's ask what that is. If it's penalty, then I'm going to bid 2 hearts, showing hearts and spades. A balancing double. Okay. It's a balancing double. All right. I love that. Of course it's a balancing double. How could I not see that? Should I double back in here? A double here by me would be takeout. No, I don't think so. Partner might bid 2 diamonds, which could be a disaster. And this balancing double could be the majors. South probably would be most tempted to make that double with length in the major suits. So I'm going to play South for length in the majors. So this 6 looks like a 4th best spade. So that's not good because it means we probably missed the 4-4 spade fit. But partner could be very, very weak. So maybe that's okay. So notably the 2 of spades is still missing. Partner probably has that card. Now, after seeing the king of clubs, my 10 of clubs is going to grow up. My job is to play suit preference here, so I'm going to play the 8 of clubs, asking for a heart back. Well, Ethan and I have been playing together for about 15 years, so we have fairly specific agreements for fairly specific opponents' doubles. If their double was penalty, we would have a specific agreement there, and if it was not alerted as penalty, then that agreement would be off. I don't recommend making your agreements so specific like that unless you have considerable experience playing with your partner. Despite playing for 15 years, we messed up the last hand. Didn't cash our 2 aces. So it shows you how good 15 years experience is. Okay, partner saying he doesn't like hearts. Not surprising there. I'm not going to shift to a diamond. Partner probably would have played an encouraging diamond if he wanted me to shift to diamonds. I think on balance it's best just to play back a spade, and I'm going to play a standard remainder count spade. This shows that I have 3 spades left. Well, that's the whole thing, is that if the opponents describe the double as penalty, if they specifically say penalty in their description, then we have that agreement on. If the word penalty is not in their description, the agreement is off. So partner playing the 2 now reveals the spade position. So I know now that he has 4 spades, that North started with 3 spades and 4 clubs. So I know the count now in 2 suits. That looks like a even number of diamonds. Partner probably has 4 diamonds. So I'm going to win this. So if partner has 4 diamonds, that means that North's shape is 4 triple 3. So North probably started with 4 clubs and 3 3 3 in these side suits. If that's the case, I can exit a club actually. Or sorry, a spade. It might be best actually to exit a spade and force a ruff in the dummy. Okay, so North had the 10 of spades, it looks like. So that is North's last spade. North should have 2 diamonds left and 3 hearts and a club. Where's the Jack of diamonds? Partner has it. So now partner is going to have to determine what to shift to. I'm going to show partner that I have the last spade, because I don't want him playing a spade back. I want him playing a heart. Partner now knows, because I pitched this spade, that if he plays his 4th spade, that's going to be a rough and slough for the opponents. Partner can safely exit a diamond now. Or that works too. I'm going to have to make a tricky play here after winning the ace. Oh, okay, now I don't have to make the tricky play anymore. Had South covered, I would have had to decide whether to continue with the Jack of Hearts or the 9 of Hearts to try to trick Declarer. So this should cash if I've been counting correctly. There we go. So there's a plus score. The question is, are we making 2 spades? It's close, but I think we probably are making 2 spades. But is the field getting there? Nope, they're not. So that's a complete top. So that's a good one there. Okay, so let's see here. Why don't we open this another weak no trump for like the 5th time tonight? Won't that be fun? We've just been opening weak no trump all the time tonight. That's probably why we're doing so well. So board 19 makes up for board 18. That's good. So now we're back up to probably 74%. A couple more boards like that, and we'll be well on our way to, I don't know, 78%. Let's see. This double here is Stamen. Did she mess up the play? Oh, well, it looks like she can lead up to her King, Queen of Diamonds, and chose not to do that. And she had the entries to do that with all those clubs. Okay, so the unfortunate thing about this contract is I know that these clubs are not going to get roughed successfully in dummy because North has club length. So the clubs are probably going to get over roughed by South, so I have to keep that in mind. Well, let's see what happens on the first couple of tricks. I have to decide whether to false card with the 3 of diamonds or the 2 of diamonds. Do I want them continuing diamonds or not? Yeah, I think I do want them to continuing diamonds, so I'm going to false card with the 3. The ace-king probably a doubleton there, it looks like. So now the plan is going to be to draw trump and give up a heart for making 10 tricks. The only thing that can really stop me now is a 5-0 spade break. I might even be able to take an over trick if spades are breaking 3-2, because what I can do is I can pitch a heart away, and then I can rough one. So let's first cash one top trump and see what happens. Okay, so that's good news. That means this contract is making. Now, to decide whether or not this is making an over trick. If trumps are 4-1 and I finish drawing trumps in dummy, I actually have to unblock my ace of hearts first. There's no reason to suspect this ace is going to get roughed, so let's unblock this ace of hearts and then finish drawing trump. Okay, so that's good news. Now I can cross to my king. I can pitch that heart away. And now I can claim. This looks like a pretty normal contract. The opponents can do better by leading hearts. Had they led a heart, I'd be making 10 tricks as opposed to 11. There's no diamond rough coming because the South has no entry to give their partner a rough. Yeah, so it should always make 10 tricks if they find a heart shift, although the heart shift is tough to do. Wow, okay, another top. So we've got 2 tops in a row to start this round. That's a good score. So we're probably going to be over 75% now. Okay, what's going on here? I've got a pretty big hand. So this is a special bid here in 4th seat. This is an intermediate 2. So it's 10 to 14 high card points and 6 to 7 hearts specifically. In 4th seat, the need to open a preemptive 2 of a major suit is low. So what we do is we play an intermediate 2 here, which is this hand. It's better than opening this 1 heart because it's a bit more preemptive. And it's a spot that I'm always going to compete to if the opponents had gone over my 1 heart opener. So had I opened this 1 heart and they would have come in with 1 spade, I would have planned to compete to 2 hearts. Unfortunately, though, we're going to be a level higher probably than everybody else. Most people, though, over a standard heart are going to have a 1 spade response by partner. So we're probably in around the same spot. So we've got 2 spade losers. No reason to play the jack here. 2 spade losers, a diamond, that's 3, 2 clubs, that's 5, and then maybe a heart, that's 6. So we might be in a bit of trouble. I've seen the ace, king of spades from North. Notably, North did not open the bidding, and I've already seen 7 points come out of North's hand. Okay, that's nice. So if the ace shows up here, now I've got a club pitch. Although that 8 looks like from a doubleton. Okay, so that's not good. So what I could do here is I could just cash ace, king of hearts and exit a heart, planning on pitching a club. If I cross to the ace of clubs and then try pitching a club now on the queen of diamonds, it's going to get roughed, most likely by North. And then I'll lose my opportunity to take a hard hook anyway. Cashing the ace, king of hearts and exiting a heart loses when hearts are 4-2 and the queen of hearts is onside. Playing low to the ace of clubs and then playing the queen of diamonds, pitching a club, is going to lose whenever the queen of hearts is onside. I think on balance, it's probably best to cash the ace-king of hearts here. Although either line could be correct. It's possible North false carded and doesn't have a doubleton diamond. If North had a doubleton diamond, that would put South with how many diamonds? 5? No, that's reasonable. North has a doubleton diamond. I'm going to cash the ace-king of hearts. Okay, so that's a good sign. Hopefully I see the queen drop here. Interesting, okay. So that means that hearts are split 5-1. So North has 3 hearts left to the queen 9-8. I can afford to duck 1. Now I pitch this, which is going to get roughed by the 9. But maybe North... oh, interesting. Okay. That's a strange diamond shift from that holding. So now I'm going to be down 1. I think that's fairly good considering that trump break. The key there was not to lose any clubs, and I ended up not losing a club for 70% there. So that's a pretty good score. Was there anything better that I could do double dummy? Let's see. No, it looks like it should always be down 2. After the spade continuation, let's see here. Diamond out. At this point, it should be down 1, and I did well to cash my ace-king of hearts there. Okay, so let's look. So 8-9. Is this a negative double? It's pretty close to a negative double. Partner rates to have a strong no-trump hand here. I do want to make a negative double here. Normally when partner opens 1 diamond here, he's going to have a strong no, so he's going to be 14-16. Now partner can double for penalty, knowing that I have at least a hand as good as this. So partner's very likely going to double for penalty with a strong no trump. And that's what I wanted to see. I'm not certain that we even have game, so I definitely want to take a penalty against 4 spades. So opposite a strong no trump, which I'm assuming partner has, my best lead is probably going to be the 10 of clubs. The heart could give up a trick, so could a spade, so could a diamond. So I'm going to lead the 10 of clubs. So if partner has, let's put him at 14, and I've got 9, so that's 23. The dummy has 10, that's 33. That puts South with around 7 high card points. So the 4 here is pretty encouraging. I'm going to play the 5, asking for a heart. Okay, the 5 is a is a card that says I've got a card in hearts. Why would partner shift to this heart? He might have queen fourth of hearts. He might have the king of hearts. Is there any rush to keep playing hearts? He did encourage clubs on the first trick. But by playing the jack of clubs, I might actually set up a club trick for Eric. But Eric ducked really smoothly there. I don't think Eric has the king of hearts. Otherwise, Eric would have at least thought about flying king of hearts. And Eric made no attempt to think about flying king of hearts. There we go. Okay. So this looks like it's going to be down in flames here. Down 4, looks like. Yeah. Good double by partner. Partner, as expected, did have the strong no trump type hand. He did have 14 high. And Eric, as expected, did have 7 high card points. So that's going to be pretty good. The 4 heart bid is a little bit curious there with Elad's hand with only 2 trumps. I think probably the 4 heart bid was made due to not having familiarity with the precision 1 diamond bid. Had North known that on balance 1 diamond is usually a strong no trump, I don't think he would have bid 4 hearts. Yeah, 2 trumps and defensive values. 4 spades is not a very good bid. Okay, so this is an auction where there's a very strong bias to lead a major suit, since the opponent made no attempt to bid Stamen, Puppet, or Transfer. The question is, do I lead the 6 of hearts to try to hit partner's suit, or do I play the 6 of spades? Partner has to have at least 4 hearts and probably 5. I think if we're going to be setting this contract, partner is going to have some values in hearts. So I think the heart lead is probably correct here. So interestingly, Elad made no attempt to bid Stamen with that 4-card heart suit. Very unusual there. Partner probably has the ace of hearts, given Eric's play of the queen rather than the ace here. Let me just review that trick. Partner doesn't have the 10 of hearts, so that's too bad. So I'm going to play the 8 of spades. Partner playing the 2 says he likes hearts, so he wants hearts continued. I knew that because partner probably has the ace of hearts. Partner's not going to play the ace of hearts now, though. Partner's likely going to shift to a diamond or a club. Glad I didn't lead a spade here. Had the opponents made their normal Stamen auction, I probably would have led a diamond here. So hopefully that didn't cost. Certainly not a spade, but maybe a diamond had they bid Stamen. Eric, it looks like, started with 4 spades to the queen. Maybe even 5 spades to the queen. No, it has to be 4. Okay, so this 5 of diamonds looks discouraging. I'm going to encourage diamonds because I don't really want anything else shifted too. So I'm going to tell partner to keep playing diamonds every time he gets in. There's no need to shift to a club urgently. Eric's now going to play the Queen of Spades, hoping for a 3-3 break. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to fly king here. There's no need to shift to a heart because I know that the 10 of hearts has to be with Eric. So I'm going to play the 10 of diamonds, which is a standard remainder count card. Partner ducking, and oh, that's interesting. Did Eric start with 4 hearts? Maybe they missed their 4-4 heart fit. Yeah, he started with 4 hearts. Interesting. Okay. So I can get rid of this now. It's down 1. Interesting. So how does 4 hearts do? 4 hearts is down as well. So this is probably a pretty good score for the opponents because 4 hearts is down 1, maybe 2. Looks like just down 1. Double dummy, probably a diamond lead's the best here. Oh, it looks like double dummy, any lead is bad. Okay, so I've got 14. I'm going to open this 1 diamond. Yeah, so if you look there, though, they're off three clubs off the top as well as a spade. Okay, so here, this is a special bid, 1 spade. So this shows 4 spades with shortness somewhere. Eric is making fun of his partner there, it looks like, making fun of his bidding on board 22. Yeah, so when leading against no trump, I'm always going to assume the opponents are bidding properly. Most people stamen if they have a 4-card major, and the absence of a stamen really makes there be a strong bias to lead a major suit. I've got an easy 4 spade bid, but I just want to hesitate appropriately and bid in tempo to make sure that I don't rocket bid 4 spades. 3 spades here is just invitational. Over 1 spade, we have some special relays to try to get my exact shape. Partner decided not to bid those relays and just make a standard invite to limit the amount of information going to the opponents. So this board looks like it's going to end up being an average plus. Somebody made 3-0 actually. As it turns out, had I led a spade, that would have given up a trick probably. Okay, what do we have here? So we've got a loser in the spade suit. We've got 4 losers in the clubs unless we do something with them. What I'm going to do is probably cash a couple top spades, pitch a club, and ruff clubs. So let's do that. Okay, so interesting that there was a duck from Eric. So the duck from Eric means that Eric started with the 10 and the jack and the king of spades. So I'm going to make a mental note of that. Eric has king, jack, 10 of spades. So that means Elad led a stiff spade. Fascinating. Okay, so if Elad led a stiff spade, how am I going to make this? Well, I think I should start cross-roughing. Yep, let's do that. Have to pitch a club first. Do I rough a heart first, or do I start with clubs? I should start with clubs. Pitch that, rough that, back to hand. Yeah. So why would Elad have led his stiff spade? Maybe he's got an unprotected honor in the club suit and the heart suit. So let's wait for that unprotected honor to show up. Probably Elad started with the unprotected king or queen of hearts. So let's watch for that card. There's the king of clubs. It's possible that Eric... Okay, so Eric's playing the 10 of spades from his king jack 10. So I need to over rough this. Now the question is, I know that he's got the jack and the king of spades left. Does he have the jack of diamonds? Or does he have the ace of clubs, or both? What is he more likely to hold? He's probably more likely to hold the ace of clubs. No, so if he had the ace king of clubs, would North have led a club? North probably would have led a club. I think he's more likely to hold the jack of diamonds, so I'm going to rough the diamond. There we go. Okay, that's the way. Because North would have had a safe club lead. So North must have the ace of clubs. Oh, okay, so I would have been right regardless. So that last round, I think, was pretty good. It looks like I actually blew a trick there on the play. Double dummy. Yeah, I would say a pretty great game. After that last round, we're probably going to be over 75%, I would think. Ethan apologizing for 18. So we're probably going to be in the high 70s, I would think. So free kill. What I was doing with the analysis there is I was trying to figure out what North would have led if he had the ace of clubs. If he had the ace of clubs, he would not have led a club. Without the ace of clubs, he would have had a pretty easy club lead, rather than his stiff spade, which is a bit of an unusual lead. So I played North for the ace of clubs, which means that South probably has the jack of diamonds. So I felt the diamond was safer to rough than the club. How long of a delay are you streaming? That's a very good question. We should ask Ethan that question, since Ethan does every second stream, and he's usually the one who sets up the mechanics of the stream. I think the delay is about 10 seconds or so. I don't think it's much longer than that. Oh wow, this ended up being a top. So if this is a top, and this is a top, and this is a, what is this, an average, that's going to put us up above 75% for sure. I would say board 18 was really the only error that we made the entire night here. Board 18 we've talked about in detail. Just going to talk to Ethan about board 18. Basically on board 18, I was fooled by the obscure 6 heart bid, missing 3 aces and having a stiff in our suit, as well as partners raised to 5 spades with only 4 trumps as opposed to 5. I didn't think my ace of spades could possibly be cashing, but in retrospect, I should be able to solve this one after partner's 9 of diamonds. Partner knows that the most important thing on the first trick is to show me whether or not I can cash that ace of spades. So I should actually apologize to partner. Although partner's 5 spade bid is ridiculous, I should still figure it out. Okay, let's join a table and see what's going on here. I don't know if anybody else is going to get to 4 spades and make 4 spades on these cards, but let's have a look. I think it's reasonable to get to 4 spades on these cards. I mean, on a normal trump break, this contract is a piece of cake. On this particular trump break, it's a little bit more difficult, but the trump position was pretty clear to me on trick 1. So I'm just explaining to partner why I should have gotten it right on board 18. Partner may not have known what his 9 of diamonds meant, but what it should have meant is that don't continue diamonds, cash your ace of spades. There is a possibility for a passive D, and that was what I was concerned about. If partner had the king of clubs, I was concerned the ace of spades would get roughed and that king of spades would go away. But that's a hand that we'll have to talk about afterwards. There's a lot to board 18 and your agreement on what you signal on trick 1 there. In any case, I think this is going to be a pretty good game overall. We'll see where we ended up. 75.8. So we cleared the field by a good 10%. Our direction, we actually cleared the field by almost 20%. So that's a pretty good game. We had a streak where we were not winning for 3 games, so this broke our losing streak, so to speak. So we're back in the win column, which is great. Ethan played really, really well. I'm really happy with Ethan's play. I felt I played decently as well. We screwed up board 18, but aside from board 18, I think it was a near flawless night, actually. So sometimes you have a night like that and you do well. You also need a bit of luck as well, and we certainly had luck with the opponents doing some very strange things that didn't work out so great for them. When the stars align, this is what happens. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you guys tune in next Tuesday. Most likely it'll be Ethan streaming on Tuesday. We tend to alternate now on Tuesdays, but hopefully we'll see you there. Thanks a lot for listening, and I loved all the comments from you guys. Thanks for keeping it entertaining for me. All right, bye everybody.